Hey family, how y'all doing? CME to everybody. Just want to give you a update on the garden, show you how everything is doing so far. These two rows right here are collard greens and I believe there's cabbage over there. The big ones there. These here are collard. These are collard greens right here. And then right here, I'll zoom in a little bit. I do believe those might be cabbage. Not too sure, but I think that's what it is. And I have 4 of those. And that one right there, that's another collard green. So that's collard. All that's collard right there. And then I have Swiss chard. I hope you can see that there. That's Swiss chard. Yep, all that there. Swiss chard. And right here is kale. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants of kale. And then it starts Swiss chard again. And on down here. Swiss chard. Excuse me. That's Swiss chard here. And no, actually, these right here, I'm sorry, is bell pepper. That's bell pepper that I have there. That was kind of small, but you can see it there. That's bell pepper. And then right there, those 2 right there are bush beans. Now, I'm gonna step over here in the garden. Okay. I'll show you here. Inside here, I have bush beans as well. Now I have it encased in the netting because I had read where it said that when bush beans begin to grow, bugs like to eat them up, and said that baby rabbits, if they can get into the garden, they'll eat them as well. And I don't have these covered, but I see a little ant walking there. I am going to put some netting over those as well. All right. So here, this plant here, I believe that's tomato. And the reason I said that is because I didn't have it marked, but it looks just like a tomato plant. So I have it sitting here by itself, and I call it a mystery plant. So we're gonna see. Okay, but I believe that's tomato right there. Then I built a trellis. So my trellis is for my peas. And give you a close-up on my peas. That's one there. And I have one that will be growing up here, hopefully. but I just went on and put it in the ground. There's another one. There's one. Okay. Now this one right here is pretty much the biggest of all of them, and I'm paying close attention to this one because at one point it had actually broken, so I'm watching it to see if it'll catch on again, because I put more dirt around it, and I probably just stick it in some water and see if it'll take root. But these are some of the other ones that's growing as well. Okay, and let's see if I can get a better angle of the trellis that I made. And I made it with PVC pipe, and as you can see, it's some fencing there, and there's the other end of the PVC. And they said that you can build a trellis anywhere between 4 and 6 feet. So that's what I did. Okay, and I can add to the trellis. I can add to it as it goes up. And over here, I have okra plants. So right there, all these are okra. These are okra plants. And I have 8 more plants, 8 more okra plants that I will be putting into the garden. All right. So I'm really excited, to see how things turn out. I prayed and, asked the Most High to, really give an increase this year. I'm doing my best, planting and everything and trying to grow. So I was just praying and ask for an increase. These are the strawberries. I planted these last year, and they're really taking over the raised bed. This is a 4x4 raised bed right here, and it's really taking over. It was 2 plants here at first. It was this one and that one. So all this right here is new growth. Right there, that's new growth. I got 3 extra ones in the pot right there. So those 3 actually belong to this one over here. And this is my strawberry pyramid. So planted in here is 20 plants of strawberries. Yep. 20 plants. So I'm really anxious to see those grow and start overtaking everything. And I got this fence up, to keep the deer away, because they will nibble on the leaves. So I'm gonna do some natural stuff and keep them from eating the leaves and damaging the strawberry plants. Of course, the greenhouse. So inside my greenhouse, let me show you down here. These 4 right here, and 5 actually, are tomato plants. They haven't started coming through yet, so I'm getting a little concerned about that. The one in the garden just popped up out of nowhere, so you know, I'm getting concerned about these here. You know, I don't know why they're not coming up. But right here, these four, they're okra plants, and maybe five. It may be five. I think those five are okra plants. And then right here, you barely see it because of the steam and stuff on the inside. Not the steam, but condensation. Is those are my stevia plants. So just about everything. You know what? Hold on. All right, let's go in. Okay. Yes, all these here. These are my okra plants. Five okra plants. These two are stevia. This is watermelon. Okay. So, and I'm going to show you what I have in the raised bed garden. Again, these down here are my tomatoes. So nothing is happening. And, well, it looks like a little something there. Yes, real little right there. So I'll pay attention to that. Okay. I'm gonna watch that one. All right. Over here, that's a watermelon. This one coming up is a watermelon. Okay, that one in the back there is a cantaloupe that haven't come through yet. This here is black cumin. So I never grew anything like that before, so you know, we'll see how that turns out. This one is honeydew melon. It hasn't hasn't germinated yet. And this is a honeydew melon. So as you can see, the honeydew melon looks a lot like the watermelon. But of course, they're both melons. Okay, up here, again, is okra. Yes. So all these are okra. So I said I had 8, so I got 9. 9 total okra plants in the greenhouse. And then there's 11 okra plants in the garden. So that's going to be a total of 18 plants. 11, 9, 20. Man, I can't count. Okay, this is an experiment that I did. This is actually pomegranate. Okay, I love pomegranate. I know I'm not going to be able to grow it here, you know, in Ohio. I wish I could, but this was a test. I was actually testing the soil to see how everything would do, and I was blown away. I was really blown away to see this pomegranate plant. You know, the tree. This is a pomegranate tree, and it's growing. So I'm blown away. Man, I wish I could grow it, you know, to the fullest. It is hot up in there. All right, let's go down here to the raised bed. So I'll show you what's going on here. I'm so thankful for this beautiful day because the last couple of days was cold and wet. All right, so here we are. These two right here is honeydew melon. Okay, so this is honeydew melon right here. All right, walk around this side. This is summer squash black magic. So In actuality, this is a zucchini. So both of these, sorry about that, both of these are zucchini plants, but they're called summer squash black magic. And then down here is watermelon. All right. So this is the first raised bed. Here's a second raised bed. Another watermelon. Right here. That's a watermelon. And then across, right there, is a cantaloupe. Okay? Then we have two more black magic squash. Black magic summer squash, which is actually zucchini, as I said. Next to it, on the other side of the trellis, these right here are lemon cucumbers. Let me zoom in. It looks kind of droopy, doesn't it? But it's actually the way that the leaves grow. It's kind of weird, but that's how it grows. I'm gonna show you two more. Again, these are lemon cucumbers. They don't have a lemon taste to it, but when they grow, they look like lemons. They have the appearance of lemons, might be just a little larger, kind of about the size of a tennis ball, you know, something like that. And they're yellow. I think they may have like a green stripe texture to it or something, but that's why they have, that's where they get their name, lemon cucumber. And it's an actual cucumber. So I've never grown them before. This is my first time. We love cucumbers here, and I think this is going to be one that you know, we will enjoy as well. Okay, so here is another black summer squash right there on the other side of the trellis of the lemon cucumbers. Black summer squash. And then over here we have honeydew melon. All right, it's the honeydew melon. Now, the reason I have the honeydew melons here and watermelon on the other end is so that they can grow on the trellis. Now, last year I grew the cantaloupe on the trellis. So they seem to do real good, you know, the watermelon and the cantaloupe. This is my first time growing honeydew melon this year. So I got it to grow up the trellis. So it has all this trellis here that it can use to grow. Okay, and the watermelon has this one. Watermelon and cantaloupe. I got watermelon on this side right here, and a cantaloupe is over there, so it can grow, you know. Got all this trellis here, and last year, you know, it was even growing over to the other trellis, so that's fine. The lemon cucumbers, they grow as well, so they got the trellis, you know, also that they can use. And I'll definitely be watching it, paying attention, you know, making sure that you know, they grow fully, you know, and be able to reach the growth that they're supposed to. The black summer squash, of course, it grows real bushy. And last year I grew the crookneck squash along with the watermelon and cantaloupe, and they did perfect. They did perfect together, no issues. So in this one, again, we got the honeydew melon on this end and got watermelon on this end. So what I do is probably I'm kind of deciding if I want to put trellis over here or just let it grow, across the ground and control it, how it grows, across the ground. So however I decide to do that, of course I'll share it and let you know. Let me see. Let me take you up here too and show you our peppermint. Last year we had a stevia plant and peppermint, and I tell you, eating both of those together, it was just awesome. So that's why I'm growing stevia again. It's good for you, and so is the peppermint. This right here, see all the look like ground cover? That's actually peppermint. And oh man, it is so awesome. It is so awesome. And it has gotten much bigger than last year. Is definitely spreading. It is a ground cover. That's true. And it is really, really delicious. You could just pull the leaf off and eat it. So it's really good. And that right there, I'm gonna have to cut those out. Pull those out. Pull all this weed and stuff. Well, not weed. This is actually from the peppermint that grew last year. So I'll clean all that out. So there you have it. There you have it. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm growing here. And I'm really excited to see how things turn out this year. And I prayed, like I said, and asked the Father to increase it. And I had a woman to come and ask me for some tips. And I kind of laughed. She told me, she said, I drive past, as you can see, this is a main road out here. She said, I drive up and down here. And she said, I look over and I saw your garden and see how well you did. And she said, I said, this man knows what he's doing. And I just laughed. So she asked me for some tips. And if I would show her, what I'm doing, take her through the garden. And I told her, I said, sure, I have no problem doing that. I would do that. And I did. And she told me I had really, really blessed her. And she told me, she said, I thank you so much. She said, now I feel that I can go home and do this. And she sent me a thank you card, and that really made me feel good. I mean, I was happy to show her. I was happy to share with her. I was happy that she even stopped, and knocked on my door. She was apologizing about being a stranger coming to my door, and I was laughing and, but I was, that in itself, I was just appreciative about, and it made me feel good. And then to receive a thank you card from her, and she was telling me how much she really appreciated me. And she said, I can't remember all she said. It was very, touching. And, you know, it just really made me feel good. So I was happy to be able to help someone. But okay, I'm done, and you know, I hope this, you know, encourages other people, you know. So and also my plants that I planted, the marigold, those are beginning to grow as well. You know, I had to pull up a lot of them, you know, because of course the cold, I had them in cups and everything, and the cold killed quite a few of them. But I had some extra seeds left, and so what I did was pull those up, and I think it was 2 of them that survived, but I pulled the other ones up and planted seed. So you can see right here, I'm gonna cut that back. I'm gonna cut this stuff back, but you can see right here, that's the marigold is beginning to grow, and you know, they're growing. They're growing even in the garden. You know, they're starting to grow in the main garden as well. So, all right. I hope this, again, as I said, encouraged someone. And you all take care, and happy gardening to you. All right. I will keep you updated, and I shall talk to you all soon. Sienmi Bitwabu.